Welcome back to another Lean Summit 2025 vlog. And first of all, I want to say thank you so much for watching my previous video of taking that first workshop yesterday. It was a lot of fun. And again, thank you so much for watching that video. And for today on Tuesday, I did take another workshop. It was only half day and the workshop was called Value Stream and Transactional Process Mapping. I learned so much in such a short amount of time because it was half day. It was from 12:30 to 4 p.m. And also this workshop was hands-on participation where we were drawing value stream maps. And before you start drawing the value stream exercise, the instructor Crystal Davis went through what is a VSM, what is the purpose, how to draw out the current state, future state, ideal state. And after she goes through all her PowerPoints, then she gives you a prompt. Well, she gives you this huge packet, right? It's called Value Stream Management and all her contact info is here, but I will also leave it in the description box below, but just in case, here you go. That's her contact info just in case. But again, it's also gonna be in the description box below. But yeah, there's a lot of great information that we went through. We didn't go through this packet fully, but it's basically a summary of the PowerPoint that she went through. But as soon as she goes through all the PowerPoint, you kind of understand what's going on and how to draw it, what the symbols mean, and what you're looking for. And knowing that you're focusing on the customer, you get like an exercise just like this. So you work in small groups, and this was like the prompt. So you have to read this, and then there's a backside. It almost reminds me of accounting. When I took my accounting classes, they were always like this, and then there were like 4 pages worth of transactional tables and math and all that stuff. Anyway, I don't want to recall that anymore, even though I loved it, but still. So yeah, it was just 2 pages. So this is basically the prompt, the background, and then this is like more in detail of what to add on your value stream map. So that was pretty cool. And actually there's a 3rd page. So then right here, it gives you like more data points on what to add in your boxes. And this is what it's supposed to look like in the end. And ours looked kind of similar, but not the same. But we were very close because as we were working in groups, it was a little difficult to like agree on what to add in each of the boxes, where to put the delays, where does the arrow go, is this an electronic arrow, stuff like that, right? Because every symbol means something. And overall, the class was very rewarding. It's really nice to know, because sometimes I have that difficulty of drawing like the current state value stream map, and then I draw a future state, but somehow we don't really reach that future state. But I think it's because of the way Crystal Davis described it and kind of showed us, is that your current state is always like, where are you at right now? And then you do your ideal state. Your ideal state is like your vision, like what you're striving for. So maybe that was my mistake, that I was actually drawing an ideal state and not a future state. So anyway, this ideal state is like your vision. So you do that to see like where you want to aim for. So you put that at the end because you're striving for it, right? So here's your current state, where you are right now as a company, and then you draw your future state. Between your current state and your future state, it should be typically about 90 days to complete. And she also shows you how to track your projects, so that way you're striving for your future state, and then your future state becomes your new current state, and you draw a new future state, and so on and so forth. So you're kind of like going towards the path of ideal state. So I think that was my problem, and I didn't realize that until I took this course and other things that I learned. So that was really great. And so that was very eye-opening, and I can't wait to go back to my workplace and apply these concepts and things that I learned for value stream mapping, because it's a very powerful tool. Even just the example that she showed us, like we're able to quickly pick a box and see like, okay, this is where the problem is happening because there's a lot of errors happening here. And why is this information going back and forth multiple times and stuff like that, right? So it kind of gives you the opportunity to know where to work on, which problem to work on. So that's basically what she talked about for the value stream map, that it helps to focus on flow and identify waste. And it's very clear. So I don't know if you guys ever done value stream maps, but it's very clear, right? It's very easy to tell, and it's very eye-opening. And the reason I say that is because, at least for the example that she gave us, you're gonna see like, you probably can't see it that well, but I will describe it the best that I can. But the regular processing time or your cycle time is always so quick, right? But the reason the lead time is so long is because you have a lot of delays. So I know in some of the other examples that she gave, it's like processing time takes, I don't know, let's say 2 hours, but delays takes about a month. And you're like, whoa, wait, if this work can be done in an hour, why the heck is it taking 10 days? And that's great because you know where to start. You go ahead and start tackling each of the boxes by adding these Kaizen bursts that she showed us how to add them, and there's sometimes multiple, right? So yeah, that was very cool. A lot of information in less than 4 hours. She did very well. Everybody was engaged, asking a lot of questions, especially during the exercise of us drawing that value stream map, because yeah, it was a little difficult at first because we were like, okay, does this mean that? And you were just questioning and doubting yourself as you were reading this huge long paragraph that I showed you. And after you're done with all of that, then you do your data boxes. So like what I showed you earlier, processing time or cycle time, your delays, your lead time, and then there's something that she added called completion and accuracy, or complete and accuracy. So that was pretty cool to see. But then again, there's a lot of other things that you can add on the data boxes, and again, it just depends on your process. But overall, I do see common things like your processing time will always be the same, because no matter what industry you work in, it's always a process. And delays, downtime, any of those things are also included and very common in any industry and in any process. But yeah, overall, very fun, very eye-opening. I got a lot of information, and I definitely can't wait to take it back to my workplace. Along with that packet that she gave us, she also gave us this book, Managing to Learn. So I've read this a few times. It's a really great book. This one uses A3 management process to solve problems. I feel like the big picture of this is like working with your teams, understanding the problem, go see the problem in real life, and stuff like that. And you definitely have to read this book if you haven't already, but definitely get yourself this book. At the company that I work for, we've given this book to a few managers, and actually one recently, and he really enjoyed it. He actually read this book in like maybe 2 days, maybe 3 days tops, and he loved it very much, and he was able to apply the A3 and just get that thinking going with his team, and it worked really great. So highly recommend it. And again, thank you, Crystal Davis, for giving us this book in your workshop. And yeah, that was basically a recap of the workshop that I took today, and it was really great. She also teaches value stream mapping in manufacturing, and obviously the one that I just took, the transactional process. So if you want to learn more about it, I will leave all her contact info in the description box below. And yeah, definitely reach out. VSM's value stream mapping is such a great tool. I love it very much. I've always done value stream maps in manufacturing, and transactional, that was like totally different, but it's the same, but different. Also, the great thing is that after the workshop, they had a reception from 5 to 7 p.m. And it was so awesome. They passed out these little baby mini cheeseburgers. I had so many of them. Can you guess how many I had? I had like 10. And then I had a lot of their quesadillas. They had like crab quesadillas, chicken quesadillas, veggie quesadillas, and they had dumplings. The dumplings were so delicious. I lost count. I just kept going back, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna grab 5. Okay, this time I'm just gonna grab 6. This time I'm gonna grab 5. And I don't even know how many times I went, but my stomach was so full. I was definitely in huge food coma that it was so difficult to walk back from that hotel to this hotel. But the good thing is that I made it. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and rest very soon because it's almost midnight, and the Lean Summit 2025 starts tomorrow. They do have breakfast from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. So I wanna get there a little early so I can get some food, get some coffee in me. And then at 8 a.m., that's when the summit begins. So I will be vlogging at the Lean Summit. So I'm gonna combine the videos for tomorrow and Thursday. So Wednesday, Thursday, I'm gonna combine it all in one video. So you're gonna see that video probably Friday afternoon, maybe at night. So make sure to stay tuned, make sure to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and if you're attending the Lean Summit, let me know in the comments down below. Other than that, I'll see you guys tomorrow, and if you're nowhere around here, then I will see you in other vlogs next week. So thank you so much for watching. Have a great night. I was gonna say have a great day, but it's almost midnight, so good morning. I don't know, maybe I'm sleep deprived. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow.